I'm part of an old I'm part of an old film crew. It's like we're making movies, but it's old. I think it's in the 80s. It's like an 80s film group, and we're actors. There's people like Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray and even John Candy. And we've finished filming a movie, like an old movie, and it's part of a part of a class, like a school. It's almost like a classroom, and we filmed the movie and we have to edit it now. And because it's back in the olden days, it's all filmed on these reels. And there's a table full of reels, and as a group, we have to watch the movie and edit it. And so we go in, and all these films are placed on a big table. It's like a giant table, and there's like 120 little film rolls in the metal container, like basically the old film containers they used to have that were metallic, that would hold the roll of film. And 1 minute of the movie equals one of these rolls, and you have to attach it all together, I guess, to edit it. And so we have these baskets, and we fill up these movie rolls, the film rolls. We roll them. We don't roll them, goddammit. Okay, so we have these baskets. We take all these films and we put it in the baskets to take downstairs. It's like some house or building, but again, it's like part of a studio, and it's like a studio, but it's also like a film class. And so we take these films, put it in our baskets, and all of us go downstairs into the viewing room. So it's basically me, people who look like old 80s actors. Bill Murray, one of them I think was Bill Murray for sure. Bill Murray, John Candy, I think there's a few of us. And then we go downstairs, and the projector room is downstairs. And so we have these movies, and somebody's already set it up. And then suddenly I'm downstairs, but before I go see a movie, it's another classroom, but there's a bunch of like teenagers with a teacher. And these teenagers are all waiting for young two young guys who had a bet, and they're basically gonna race. And the race is going to it's for a debt that's owed. One of the kids owes the other kid money, and they're gonna run from one side of the room to the other side of the room, but it makes no sense because the room's not even that big, and they're trying to like count down. They're gonna count down from 10, and they're gonna run across the room. And if the guy who owes the other guy money wins, it'll erase the debt. And they keep like preparing to start, but it's frustrated because they won't start. And one of them is kind of like further ahead than the other one. And I kind of get involved. I'm like, hey, that's not fair. You guys need to start at the exact same point and then run across the room. And so I get involved, and I start, like, I put my hand out. I'm like, okay, start right here, and then do the countdown. But they're like immature, and they're like teenagers, and they keep like joking around. I'm still waiting for them to do this race before the movie starts, but they're just fooling around. So I'm like, I start getting annoyed. I'm like, okay, whatever, forget this thing. Then you guys aren't gonna do it, then don't do it. And then I walk away, but it's just like one big room. So then I go to the other side of the room, and they've started the movie, like it's about to start. So they've set up the movie in these reels, and I sit down on a couch. But now suddenly it's not really a school. It's more like friends and family, and we're sitting down to watch a movie. And my uncle's there that I haven't seen in a long time, so I just like say hi to my uncle, and we give each other a hug, and he's like, "How you doing?" And then he just walks away, and I sit down and start watching this movie. So I sit down, and then it's still a classroom in a way. It's like it kind of shifts between like just people chilling and watching a movie and being back in that classroom. And so we start watching this movie, and suddenly I realize it's an old movie. So because it's an old movie, it's gonna be like black and white. It's like a very old movie suddenly. It's not even the 80s anymore. And so the movie starts showing, and it's like black and white, and it's just like a 2D movie suddenly. Not 2D, but I mean like a video, old video games like Super Mario and Sonic and all those classic video games. It was like a 2D scrolling game from left to right. So because it's an old movie, it ends up being like the games. So the movie, it just goes from left to right, and like the characters have to just go from left. So it's basically a movie, but it's a video game. and all I see is like this old car, black and white old cars driving from left to right on the screen. And that's the only part of the movie that I even get to see. And that's all I remember from that part of the dream. And then suddenly I'm it's almost like it's related to that dream, but it's not. It's like a professor. I'm in school, like a university or something, and the professor is teaching us about that film, or it's like a film class. And for some strange reason, we're outside. The classroom is outside in water, and it's like we're floating in the water, and it's black water, like dark. It's like dark outside. The water seems very dark and black, and I'm treading water. And there's like a bunch of us. It's a classroom. It's like students, so we have like maybe 20 people, and we're there to have a discussion, like a classroom discussion. But it's not high school. It seems like it's a university level class or college class. And the professor is treading water, and I'm treading water, and we're just listening. So he starts talking, and I'm getting freaked out. And I notice there's like these mini octopuses, squids, or octopus or something, octopi, whatever you call them, and they're swimming around us. And it's like I'm like swatting at them, and I'm starting to basically get scared and freaked out. And I'm like, why the hell are we in the water? Why can't we just have this classroom on land? And the professor, the teacher or professor, whatever, is getting like upset at me, like as if I'm as if I'm the crazy one, like as if it's like weird not to have this classroom in water. And he's basically annoyed. He's annoyed that we have this classroom in the middle of a lake or ocean, and we're all treading water with like these sea creatures swimming around us. It's like freaking me out. And I kind of swim over a little bit, and I notice there's like a floating table. It's like a table. It looks like a table, and it's floating. And I kind of like scoot on it. It's basically like Titanic, like the end scene of Titanic when she's on that door floating, and then Jack, who's Leonardo DiCaprio, ends up, falling off, sinking, and dying. I'm basically like holding onto this table, and I kind of shimmy onto it or whatever. So I'm like half on this table, and the professor just keeps going, just casually teaching this classroom about, I think it was film, but I'm not even sure. But it's like a classroom. We're just treading water in the middle of the day. It's dark outside too, and we're just trying. I'm like, again, I basically tell the professor, I'm like, hey, we need to have classrooms on land from now on, and he's just like, okay, whatever.